Hello, dear friends. I'm Marina from MarsStars.net, and this is the monthly horoscope for everyone who has their sun or ascendant sign in Libra. In this video, we are going to talk about really important events during the month. First of all, we have the beginning of the new astrological year. We also have Mercury going retrograde, and Venus and Mars are changing their sign positions. And in this video, we are going to cover how those events are going to influence your personal horoscope and your life in general. Okay, so let's start with the beginning of the month. And we basically have the transit sun in Pisces in your sixth house. This is a great time to concentrate more on responsibilities, some work, some projects that need to be done, or generally to be more organized about the things that you want to achieve. This is a fantastic time also for starting new business projects, or also some people might be promoted, or generally you may enjoy more the time which you're spending on those responsibilities and work. But it's definitely time for more serious attention and approach towards anything that you would like to achieve. After the 20th of March, the transit sun enters Aries and your seventh house. Basically, that's the beginning of the new astrological year. So for all of us, this is an important event. And in your case, it's mostly related to the area of relationships. And we know that Libra is all about relationships and connections with others. So I think that you're going to enjoy really the second half of the month, basically after the 20th. And all kinds of communications with others might be more harmonious, and you can make new friendships, new business partnerships. Sometimes people may start new personal relationships, or generally that's a great time for dates and connections with others. The next thing which is important is Mercury. Mercury will be in Pisces until the 6th of the month, which is also your sixth house. And that's a time when you need to be more organized when it comes to work. That's a great time for contracts, business trips, negotiations. And after the 6th of March, the transit Mercury will enter Aries and your seventh house. This is also a transit which activates the area of relationships and partnerships. Great time for negotiations, great time for signing contracts with business partners, or connecting more on an intellectual level with your personal partner. But keep in mind that after the 23rd, Mercury is retrograde. It will be again in Aries in your seventh house. So it's also affecting the area of relationships. And you need to be very careful because the communication may not be so smooth. Some complications are possible. People may not be able to understand each other correctly. And that's why there might be some possible confrontations or general misunderstandings. So I would recommend you to avoid starting new relationships, personal relationships, business partnerships after the 23rd and for the upcoming 3 weeks after that. Generally, this is not a harmonious thing to do. What's harmonious to do is to connect with partners which you haven't seen for a long time. Restarting relationships or partnerships is something which is positive during this time. You only need to be careful about the completely new relationships. They are not beneficial, but restarting the old ones is actually something nice which you can do. And generally, negotiations with other people may not be so smooth, so that's something you need to be careful. And as I already said, anything related to contracts and information as well. Next, we have Venus. Venus will be in Pisces in your sixth house until the 6th of March. So this is also a nice transit when it comes to your work. You can enjoy the atmosphere on your workplace. There might be more harmony. People may really like you. You may also like the things you need to do. So that's very supportive. After that, Venus enters Aries and your 7th house. That's very important transit for you guys because Venus is the ruler of your sign, and Venus traditionally rules 7th house. So basically Venus is on the right place in 7th house, and it's very harmonious for your relationships and partnerships. You may really enjoy the time that you're spending with others. You can negotiate, you may find harmony in relationships, or try to balance the situations when it comes to, you know, some projects, including partners or including also your personal partner. So generally very, very nice position, and you can enjoy that. Venus is the planet of, well, pleasure and fun and entertainment, positive emotions. So connecting with others may really bring you personal fulfillment and satisfaction. And finally, we have Mars, which will be in Sagittarius in your 3rd house until the 17th of the month. And that's a very interesting time when you may have lots of ideas and you may want to implement them right now. So it's about taking action related to the ideas that you have. Also, that's a very active transit when it comes to learning or traveling. Of course, we always need to be careful with Mars because this is also the planet of aggression and wars. So when it comes to communicating with others, we might be more aggressive, or people might be a little bit harsher. So generally, that's the thing you need to be careful about. And after the 17th, Mars enters Capricorn in your 4th house. This transit means that you need to be more careful with your communication with family members and relatives. There might be confrontations. It's absolutely possible. The other thing is that you may need to repair some things in your home. You may need to put some effort on something related to your home. So if you have planned that, then that's fantastic. If not, then prepare that maybe something will need more work in order to be fixed. So these are the most important events during March. Thank you so much for joining me, and happy new astrological year to everyone.